I've heard you talk about treating operations really as a product versus just a service. Can you sort of unpack that a little bit for us and what you mean by that?
Yeah. So, um, as an example, we've leveraged at WBD for our HBO Max and several other live streams that we distribute a theory that I've called three up, which is up mapping the content from SDR to HDR, uprezzing, in our case, 1080i to 1080p. We do get native 1080p content in as well.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's downresing from 4K for distribution in 1080p. We don't really distribute native 4K content live either. And then upmixing the audio either from stereo to 5.1 or 5.1 to Dolby Atmos when we don't get it natively. But we're not trying to trick customers there, right? Or subscribers. We're trying to leverage these technologies to give us the confidence that we're delivering the most consistent audio and video experience.
Right.
So we're being very careful, working very, very closely with our content teams and our production teams to make sure we're maintaining that creative intent. That's our job. They're the creatives. Now we have to deliver it the right way. Um, by doing this, we take away the device's ability to make assumptions. So if you deliver SDR, sorry, to an HDR display, it stretches that. You're at the mercy of that TV manufacturer. So we
Sure.
can't be confident in what we're sending to the end user. And the same with audio. We're removing the ability to upmix because we're delivering it in a larger container. This all requires pristine source, which we
Hmm.
have. We just had to reimagine how to get that source out of production and into our direct to consumer flows. Low compression, and the feedback we've gotten from subscribers has been really, really good. Typically, people go to X or Reddit to complain. We don't get a whole lot of complaints. We actually get a whole lot of praise. So it's working very well.
Right. It's nice when you're getting the customer feedback to show the positive side of it.
Yeah.
You were talking there a little bit about the sort of the low quality assets, but I know at the same time I've heard you talk about uh, the issues of not sending a 25 megabit stereo feed into a premium streaming product. Uh, how does the conversation look with the broadcast side when you're sort of dealing with the quality bar end to end as a
Yeah.
topic?
It's a great question, and it was an interesting path for us when the day we launched live on Max, we simultaneously moved from on-prem 2110 based cloud master control to a cloud master control solution in broadcast.
Wow. So
Uh,
that was a big day.
it was a gigantic day,
Yeah.
right? Because it didn't just affect us; it affected all of our MVPD partners as well. They were taking
Sure.
these newly created feeds at the same time. And initially, when broadcast teams on our side were making these decisions to move to Cloud Master, there was an assumption that we would just take the same feed that we were delivering to an MVPD partner. Um, I came back and said, "Hey, let's not, adopt the one size fits all approach here. I think we can learn a lot, not just for our outputs, but all the outputs."
Sure.
And so, based on these three up theories that I had been developed for about a decade before that, I knew we needed this better source because we knew we wanted to deliver this content using Dolby's technology through Vision and Atmos. So I actually was able to leverage the shift from on-prem master control to cloud master as an opportunity to really say, look, this is supposed to be flexible, right? That's one of the obvious benefits from going to the cloud is it could be anything in, anything out. So let's figure out how that works. Really, it was the demos, Andy, that I gave where we brought a rack in and we processed all this content in the way we wanted to deliver it through Cloud Master. We gained confidence in the broadcast and the content teams on what that process looked like. And it was just a downhill chase from there to make sure that we were getting all these pieces for HBO Max. And ultimately, a lot of what we learned improving the video quality coming out for HBO Max, we've now also
Mhm.
applied on the broadcast side for our linear distribution partners as well. So we've upped the quality in a number of places, not just to ourselves.
It's almost like you had to act as like a middle ground customer advocate for the places downstream to make sure you were getting the right thing so you could build the correct packaging and payloads for all of those places,
Right.
and not just go with what's always been done.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Not most MVPDs, or especially all the vMVPDs now, are having to deliver progressive signal. So if we control that deinterlace, it's one less opportunity for that content to be stepped on downstream after we
Right.
distribute